If you've ever dreamed of visiting a world-class city, chances are two names come to mind: London and New York. They're both iconic, full of energy, and packed with history, culture, and personality. But while they often get compared, they each offer a completely different vibe. So let's take a closer look and see how these two global powerhouses stack up on everything from lifestyle and culture to food, fashion, and beyond. Let's start with the pace. New York is fast, like really fast. You can feel the energy from the second you land. People walk fast, talk fast, and live fast. The city is always moving, always awake. You can grab a coffee at 3 a.m., hop in a cab, and feel like you're in a movie scene. London? It's busy too, but it's a different kind of hustle. More composed, more reserved. There's a rhythm to it, but it's a little more polite. People in London might still be rushing to work, but they'll probably apologize if they bump into you. Then there's the architecture. New York is skyscrapers, straight lines, and glass towers stretching into the sky. The Empire State Building, One World Trade. The Chrysler Building, it's a vertical city. London, on the other hand, feels like a walk through time. 1 minute you're staring at the futuristic Shard, and the next, you're next to the Tower of London, built in the 11th century. It's layered. Every street feels like a mix of the modern and the medieval. When it comes to weather, well, neither wins a gold medal. New York can be brutally hot in the summer and freezing in the winter. London tends to be gray and drizzly more often than not. But somehow, Londoners make the gloom look stylish, like it's part of the brand. In New York, people are more likely to just curse the weather and keep it moving. Now let's talk transportation. Both cities have extended subway systems, but they feel totally different. The New York City subway is gritty, loud, and raw. It runs 24/7, and it's a microcosm of the entire city. You never know who or what you'll see down there. London's Underground, the Tube, is quieter, cleaner, and honestly, a little more organized. But it closes earlier, and if you don't tap your card just right, you might get hit with a surprisingly high fare. Culturally, both cities are juggernauts. Museums, galleries, theater, it's all world-class. New York has Broadway. London has the West End. New York has the Met, MoMA, the Guggenheim. London fires back with the British Museum, the Tate, and the National Gallery. And the best part? Most of London's museums are free. Yep, free. That's a big win for travelers and locals alike. Let's not forget food. New York is a melting pot of global cuisines. You can grab Ethiopian food, a New York slice, halal cart chicken over rice, and a Michelin-starred dinner, all on the same street. London's food scene has exploded in the last decade. It used to have a reputation for being a bit bland, but not anymore. Now it's all about fusion, street food markets, and high-end dining. Borough Market, Brick Lane, and Soho are full of surprises. The pub culture in London is something special too. Less about drinking and more about connection. In New York, bars tend to be louder, darker, and more about the vibe. Fashion-wise, both cities have major influence. New York is bold, sleek, fast fashion meets high fashion. Think big designers and bold streetwear. London fashion leans more experimental, quirky, and vintage. There's a lot of personal expression. People in London will mix patterns, textures, and eras like it's no big deal. Meanwhile, New York tends to lean into clean lines and power dressing. Both styles are cool, just very different energies. Let's get into people and personality. New Yorkers are direct. If they like you, they'll tell you. If they don't, they'll tell you. There's a certain charm to the bluntness. It comes with honesty. Londoners are more reserved at first, but incredibly witty once you get past the surface. It's like they have a dry sense of humor baked into their DNA. Neither city lacks personality. They just express it differently. Cost of living? Painful in both. Rent in Manhattan or central London can easily eat up most of your paycheck. A tiny apartment in either city could cost more than a 3-bedroom house in other parts of the world. But that's the price of living in a place where everything's happening. That said, public healthcare is a massive bonus in London. In New York, you'll be dealing with insurance, copays, and bills that look like phone numbers. London's NHS isn't perfect, but it's a huge difference when you compare. Now, if we're talking nature and green space, London might actually win this round. It's full of parks: Hyde Park, Regent's Park, Hampstead Heath. There's space to breathe. New York has Central Park, which is massive and iconic, but outside of that, green space is more scattered. Both cities could use more trees, but London feels a bit more leafy. Let's not forget history. London's got centuries of it. Royalty, revolutions, Shakespeare, Churchill. It's dripping in historical moments. You can literally stand where kings were crowned, where wars were planned, where plagues once spread. New York's history is shorter, but no less powerful. It's the immigrant story, the financial epicenter, the birthplace of hip-hop, and the heart of so many cultural movements. It's the modern legend. In the end, which city is better? That really depends on who you are. If you love structure, sarcasm, and a dose of British charm, London might be your match. If you crave energy, ambition, and intensity, New York's your place. They're both global, both iconic, and both unforgettable. You don't really choose between them, you just experience them differently. And maybe, if you're lucky, you get to enjoy both. So, London or New York? Let us know in the comments which city wins your heart and why.